Conventions had to cancel this spring, and its well-known shops and restaurants had to close or adjust their schedules. But there could be some changes coming as Illinois moves into phase 4 of the reopening this week.
Joining us now is Rosemont Mayor and Illinois State Representative Brad Stevens. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Rosemont took a hard hit during this pandemic, didn't you? I mean, with the convention centers, the outlet malls, and so many things that you really relied on for revenue. How hard have you been hit?
Well, obviously, we've been hit hard with the convention center, the arena, the theater, and the outlet mall, as you alluded to, being shut down for a few months here. Unfortunately, we had some money in reserve, so we've been weathering the storm okay just now, and we're hoping that we'll see more and more ability to open those venues. We were pleasantly surprised to see with phase 4 the ability for restaurants in the suburban end of my state rep district to be able to open with the 6-foot distancing. And let's hope that in a short time, the folks that are in the city side are able to join, because that's kind of where we're in a gray area, that somebody that's in Edison Park can't open to the capacity of somebody that's in Park Ridge, that's a few blocks down the road.
Are you hearing from conventions and professional associations that they would like to hold conventions right now? Are they worried about liability?
Well, I think everybody's going to have the liability question out there. But I think that we've been hearing from quite a few groups that still would like to hold their meetings and conventions here. It's just a matter of what is going to be in the guidelines, and then what the exposure is on the liability end of things with following those guidelines. But there's interest. There's definitely interest. And, the hospitality industry is taking a hit, statewide, countrywide. So we're hopeful.
Mr. Mayor, do you think that the governor should have started phase 4 just a little bit earlier?
I think that we would have liked to seen that, but we're 2 days, 3 days away from phase 4 coming in, and we've weathered that storm. And now I think that we need to be cautious and safe in making sure that that we do follow the guidelines. We've been driven home on masks and social distancing and all of those things that I think that people need to be able to think for themselves at this point. And if they're uncomfortable where they face a situation, that they have to be smart enough to turn around and walk away and change of plans. I think, again, it's about people being able to think for themselves, and those that are more vulnerable should take the cover that they need to do.
Almost since the beginning of the pandemic, Republicans have said they wanted to be involved in the decision making. What would you have done differently?
Well, I think that not only Republicans, that Democrats alike, they may have not been as vocal as the Republicans, but I think everybody would have liked to be at the table understanding a little bit more on how the decisions were being made. And we trust the science, but it seems like a lot of that was hidden. And if it would have been more out front, I think that some folks may have felt a little bit different and felt a little bit more comfortable with the plan. I think, again, today we're 3 days away from phase 4, and we're pleasantly surprised with some of those guidelines that have just come out. We're looking at potentially some minor league baseball here coming up soon with that 20% capacity. So we're working with our local team, the Chicago Dogs, and hopefully they'll have some exciting information for us in the next day or so.
Mr. Mayor, do you require your residents to wear masks?
I do not require, but we do encourage it. And for the most part, in larger settings, they're complying with that, but we don't require it. We did a giveaway. We passed out to each home packages of masks for the residents, and we also have a little bit of a stockpile should others need them.
Why don't you require it? You said that you believe in the science, and the science really says that people should wear masks.
Well, I think, again, people need to think for themselves, and the CDC says that people need to wear masks when they can't maintain the 6-foot social distancing. So again, there's a lot of misunderstanding, I think, out there with that. But when people are in close proximity, we ask them to wear a mask. All of our employees within the public spaces of our office building, where our offices are required to wear a mask when they're not alone in their own office.
President Trump held a rally. It was indoors in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If he wanted to do the same thing in Rosemont, would you go?
I would not. I would not go. No.
Why is that?
I'm a diabetic, and I take a little bit extra precautions, but I don't think I would attend it.
All right, Mayor Stevens, thank you so much for speaking with us this evening. Be safe, be well.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Tom Skilling is back in less than 10 minutes.